Hey, y'all. It's been a long time. Sorry for this whole long wait to the people who actually did care originally. And I mean, I didn't mean to abandon the channel, but I'm not gonna lie. I guess I just gotta get stuff done. As I have now, and I think now I'm like university, as I was originally in college. But, well, whatever. The most boring stuff, private matters, but it's nothing bad, thankfully. And if people are wondering why I stopped uploading, I'm not gonna lie. I got really bored of fighters. The game just got really boring for me. And yes, I do have MVC3, but I'm not really that good. As you can see. Or I guess I can be decent at least. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna say this thing is gonna be completely unscripted because I don't like reading off scripts because I'm really bad at it. But was it? But I guess we could do this as a one-time thing or two-time depending on which. So yeah, as you could read from the title, I probably would put this as unscripted stories, and then I'll just put colons and then whatever it is, and yeah. So I guess the story time is that I actually did meet JWonggg, and it was probably the most hypest, upsetting, to most funnest experience I've ever had in my entire life. I cannot explain how amazing that day was. And I'm recording this on the day of recording, well, at least they're recording. And which I guess it's already tomorrow, because it's already tomorrow right now. But I will say this though. Before I begin, I do want to apologize to I guess JWonggg and to the team that were there. I do really want to apologize to them, saying on how I originally thought, because when I say upsetting, I'll explain why. But I do really just right now I just want to apologize to them because I feel like they did not deserve the hate I actually gave to them. Everyone else, I feel like they have their own ways to explain their stories if they want to. But for me, in my perspective, I do really want to apologize for me having this negative thought originally on how it was gonna go. But you guys showed how amazing you guys are, and I do hope that you guys actually. I do hope you guys. I really don't know. Sorry, unscripted. But all the team needs to know is that that you guys are amazing. That's all I can say. You guys are the most amazing people that we have ever met, and probably the most coolest people to ever meet. So, anyways, without further ado, I think I'm stalling way too much. Without further ado, unscripted stories. So, anyways, when I guess it was like around the first or last week of the first week of April, last week of March, where we got the announcement that JWonggg was actually coming to our school at CSULB. Shout out to CSULB. That he was coming to our school and we were gonna do a bit of a hangout, and I was like, oh shoot, all right, cool, we're actually going to get a pro player to join our team and stuff. I was like, okay, damn. And they gave us a Google form to actually sign and to tell us what to do, and which I actually did sign up. And apparently the 5 games that they had originally were Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, and more importantly, and actually no, the weirdest one of all was Smash, which I had no idea why Smash Bros. Ultimate wasn't there. But you know what? If Wong wanted to choose that game for us, I won't judge. All right, you know how awesome it is to actually tell someone that we get to play Smash, despite the fact that he doesn't even know. And hey, I guess that's what we could do. But anyways. So yeah, we were able to play him against those games. And then I believe next week happened. And this is where it started getting a little bit upsetting. We were told later that that this was not going to be a meet and greet, as he's just there to do a recording. We didn't mind the recording part, by the way. We were just, or at least I was upset that what was it again? That we had to be on our best behavior to at least watch, just to like do our thing, like just go over there and just start recording, and like we just play and then we just leave or something. And that's what I felt like originally, but like, you know what, I don't care as long as I get to play against him and actually at least, you know, just greet and just say, hey, how's it going, and then just fist bump, the usual FGC style of greeting. And apparently they said they also removed 2 games of Tekken and Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. That's all they put originally in their Google form, that we're playing those games, and they didn't specify what games, but just like they didn't say like, oh, we're playing Tekken 8 or Tekken 7. No, they just said Tekken, or like, oh, okay, so we're gonna assume that they're gonna be talking about like only like Tekken 8 or 7, and then with Street Fighters like was again 2, Third Strike, and 6, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3, which is why I actually do have 3. And I'm not gonna lie, I started practicing like for like 3 hours to see if I could ever make some combos in just the nick of time. But you know what, I still have my hopes up. And then next week, they, I guess a week after that or a few days later, they told us, all right, so guys, the only games that they were gonna allow us to play is Street Fighter 2, 6, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I'm not gonna lie, when they said only Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I was completely bummed out. Like I was like, ain't no way they are removing at least one of Wong's one of the games that Wong was actually really good at, despite the other 3 games, and for some reason not added Third Strike at all. But at the same time, as I guess we're just gonna be annoying and just start screaming out, "Oh, let's go, Justin! Oh, Daiko Perry!" and stuff like that. Which I guess honestly that wouldn't be good content, but whatever. You know, but basically Third Strike wasn't an option, and it was the most bummest thing I've ever seen. So I guess by the time I just like, you know what, screw it, I'll just go sign up for MVC2 and MVC2 and Street Fighter 2, because you know those, or at least I'll have fun with those games. At least we could do more than one. A few days later, after that, they told us, oh no, you can now only pick one game, and then once again, that's it. That's all these guys got to do. And then I was like, wait, so we're only playing one game against them? I get it, like there's gonna be a lot of people, but dude, why? It's even to the point that there were some people saying that they wanted to leave because, you know, their game is not being played, or there's like these games are not what they wanted to play and stuff like that, and it was about to go downhill. And this is why I said I wanted to apologize to the team, because we thought like you guys are gonna be so strict that to the point that you guys won't let us actually have our fun. You're just doing it for the content, for, you know, for JWonggg. Like we were not that interested in doing his content if we were going to be going through the strict rule, or at least again, it was me. I was thinking like that, and that's why I said I do want to highly apologize for all of this. So, by the time I guess I was like, you know what, I'll just sign up for Street Fighter 2, and then just call it a day or something. And by the time I was trying to play Street Fighter 2, and then the day was about to hit, they were like, okay guys, remember, no, don't be a delinquent. Only play one game, and once you're done, you're just done playing against him. You know, because they're here for content, they're here to do a recording and stuff like that. And yeah, do whatever you need to do afterwards. And I was like, whatever, at least I would just go play him and then just hopefully get a picture of me playing against him, because, you know, not a meet and greet, I guess. And then they told us last minute, oh yeah, by the way, the only games you can only play now are Street Fighter 6, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and that's it, because those are the only 2 games that they only have now. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. I'm just Street Fighter 6, and then just call it a day, whatever. Probably boring as hell. So then by the time that happened, we were just waiting on that one day where he was actually coming. And by the time that happened, we're like, okay, we'll just wait until the time strikes, and then where we had to get going and stuff like that. And it was around 7 p.m. where it started. And already, like, we're like, I think we're at 6, and then we're like, all right, guys, we only have an hour. Let's just wait. It's long enough to actually get going. Blah blah blah. You know, we were discussing what's going to happen. And, like, we're just like, all right, let's just make the best of what we can do. And then it was 6:30 when they told us, all right, guys, the whole thing is ready to set up. Let's just get going and stuff like that. Okay, whatever. Let's go. A buddy of mine decided to go skate there because I guess that was the easiest way to go to. And yeah, we brought our own controllers too because we originally thought that we had to do that too, and we thought we were just going to be playing inside, just, you know, switch, whatever, stuff like that. But apparently he so yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm so bad at this. Still unscripted. So yeah, by the time we were like skating over there, I won't lie, I was already breaking the first rule. Just don't be a delinquent. Like, don't be a delinquent, not have a meet and greet, play one game and leave. I already broke first rule as I was skating with a friend, and we were like doing stupid poses, and we were screaming. Like, I don't even know what we were screaming. We were just screaming, and we were being dumb. And I'm not gonna lie, I had never felt so embarrassed to the point I noticed JWonggg just standing there awkwardly, like as if he had no idea what to do, or he just couldn't talk to anyone. Which I understand because his team is there, but to do all this business stuff they needed to do, and apparently, yeah, I felt really bad to the point I'm like, oh my god, I made this guy so embarrassed. Like I'm embarrassing our school, and I feel like he doesn't want to be here anymore because of me. I apologize to the FGC headmaster, I guess, telling him that, oh crap, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't know that he was there. Thankfully, he was chill. He was a chill guy. He pretty much just said, yeah, no, you're just fine. I understand. You didn't know he was here, stuff like that. So yeah, we were just sitting there, obviously not talking to him because, like, you know, his team was there, and the FGC headmaster was there, just talking about what the plan was and stuff like that. And, you know, we were just standing and waiting while other people were just coming in, just standing around and just watching. So by the time the timer hit, around 7 p.m., I guess West Coast time, we just went in and we just started waiting. We just started waiting in this classroom where we were supposed to play. And like, we thought, okay, we're just going to play in there and just, like, you know, he's going to take over the big screen and we just do whatever we need to do. And apparently, this content was a lot different because apparently, they started telling us what we needed to do. Like, it was like the script, and like, okay, I guess we're gonna do, like, you know, this little fun thing where he just does this random, random skit, and then like we just start playing, and then just call it a content, I guess. But weirdly enough, maybe I don't want to get into much spoilers on what happens, but apparently, apparently when the time they started making the content, they told us what to do. Like, they're just like, all right, guys, just do this and do this. I'm like, okay, let's just do whatever we got to do. And we just did what we did. And by the time he did the thing, we got in line and told us, all right, sorry. I'm bad at storytelling. So yeah, by the time we were just like, we followed what we needed to do. And he ended up telling us, I guess one of the team members, they told us, all right, guys, so what we need you guys to do is just get in line and just wait for your turn to start playing and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I guess the content's starting right now. And yeah, I don't want to explain where I was as I don't want, though I cannot say I want to keep my identity a secret. I guess we could play a fun game of who I was or something. But let's just say I was probably the most annoying person in the video. But at the same time is cringe is always just something we all have to endure. But anyways, enough stalling. So anyways, I got online, and the first thing I honestly thought that it was pretty cool of them to do was like, all right, they just gave me a mic and they just asked me some questions, and then I was like, okay, let's do this. And I'm not gonna lie, they let us talk about whatever we want. And also I kind of skipped this part, but oh yeah, I forgot they removed Street Fighter 2, and I mean, who cares? And they gave us Street Fighter 6 and MVC 2, and I signed up for Street Fighter because I thought I was just gonna that was the only game I think I was gonna be good at. And yeah, so by the time I started playing So by the time it was like my turn to start playing, which Street Fighter was first, I'm not gonna lie, they let us do whatever the hell we want. Like they even encouraged us to start doing trash talking against him. Trash talk JWonggg. That was something I would never expect to do. I was honestly going to just stand there, just say, hey, let's have a good match, fist bump, and then just start playing them and like, oh man, I lost. Hey, thanks for the great match or something. I'll leave. No, they let us do whatever we wanted to do. Like, by the time I was up to play, again, I don't know. You guys can play on who I was, and like I said, I was the most annoying one. And since I lost my voice, I don't even know if it's going to be possible to find out or not. But I do. All I can say is I do hope I am content in that video. So yeah, it was my turn to play, and honestly, I had never felt so bad that I was so bad at a game that because I had no idea how to play Street Fighter 6. I don't have Street Fighter 6, and I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, by the time I was about to start playing, the first thing I started doing was looking up the controls on my phone and finding out how to do like a parry and how to do and like how to like all the buttons or layout is and stuff like that. And even to the point that even he talked to me saying like, oh, if you need help, just do this and this and that, you'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, oh my god, he's so nice. He's so nice for an FGC player. Like, I always saw videos of like rude FGC moments, and I'm like, oh yeah, I expect that because it's a fighting game community. Just be the rudest you can, and then once again, you will be content, stuff like that, and stuff like that. And honestly, he was super nice to us. So yeah. Anyways, I played against him, and I'm not gonna lie, I got whooped. It was pretty obvious. Like I said, I never played Street Fighter, so I got whooped. But again, they let us say whatever we want, and to the point, I managed to like. I guess I was being really rowdy to the point that even the team was like telling me, I guess secretly telling me, I'm sorry, maybe I have a big ego, but the team was like in support of what I was doing. They were like, hey, yo, whatever you're doing, it's actually doing great. Once again, you're managed to get the crowd going and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. This team is so cool. Like, they let us say what we want. They let us do a lot of hyping, and more importantly, that they are supportive on what we're doing and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, I thought they were just gonna be strict with us and everything like that, and I felt so bad. I had never felt so bad for something I actually thought. Like, I thought these people were just gonna be like, oh, do this and that or this, and don't do this, please. And no, they were so chill, and that's why I say I want to highly apologize. I would apologize to them 100 times if I have to. They could say, oh, that's all right, and I still will feel guilty. So yeah, throughout, like I said, I don't want to explain too much of what happens in the video. You guys should probably look at it yourself once it's uploaded. And I would say that I had a lot of fun. It was like so much fun, and to the point that they even let us play again against him. And we actually did manage to get some autographs and pictures with him. I brought a MKX. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the games I started seeing him play, like at least a long time ago, like when I was in my teen years. And yeah, obviously he was like, you're gonna learn. Yeah, that was probably why I actually wanted him to sign it. But once again, I kind of actually really, yeah, that was probably the reason why. So anyways, so by the time I ended up telling him to sign that, everyone started like getting pictures with them, signing stuff. Some people got their controllers signed. Their, I guess, their hitboxes and sticks, they were signed. And yeah, he was really nice. I could keep I could keep praising him how nice he was, and what was it again? It still feels like I'm actually underplaying who he is as a person. So yeah, we were playing for like around 3 hours, and we were having the time of our lives with him. And then they told us to do one last script thing, and again, I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say that that was, again, we'll run it back. Run it back. Fun fact, apparently his original plan was to actually go to UCLA. which is pretty much, at least here, is actually one of the like biggest schools that at least exists in California. And but apparently they said that, oh no, we were too busy. They I don't know why the hell they decided to reject him. Like, this is like the biggest content creator. Even I believe that even our Discord started telling us, like, saying, like, yeah, I don't know why they, like, we are, compared to them, their FGC is a lot bigger than ours, and we originally didn't have a lot of people in the FGC. We thought like it was going to be like, oh, like 10 people. No, it was like 30 or 40, and like at least 30 people were at least playing against him or something. I don't remember. It's a long story, and again, unscripted. Yeah, so he originally wanted to do it at UCLA, but they were like, oh no, I'm sorry, we're busy at the moment, and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god, they're dookie water. How the hell did you reject them? Yeah, we were booing at UCLA. So yeah, shout out to UCLA for rejecting him, because obviously you guys are garbage. You guys do not deserve him. He's Team LB now. Get your own FGC fighter if you guys ever can. Messing, or kind of, but anyways, yeah, so yeah, we all got our pictures, met him, and yeah, the day ended. We still are so talking about it to right now. We could go on and on how it went and stuff like that, and I would say that, yeah, my expectations originally were high to low, and now back to even exceeding to what it originally was. And I honestly do hope that JWonggg does come back, and hopefully this time we actually could give him a jersey of our own esports, as he could be part of the team. But yeah, that was my experience with JWonggg, and if I would have to say at least some conclusions or morals of stories, I guess, or something like that, next time I should probably think less. I probably should think less of what people are, because clearly I should have thought more appropriately to who they originally were. And two, go all out on, especially if you're FGC. Like, it don't matter if you guys think like you guys are gonna be annoying. Trust me, FGC community, we at least try to bring the hype every time. Even you could like lose 100 times, you could get perfected, and hell, we will show hype against everyone. Like, for everyone. Like, even if you could be the trashiest player in the world, and we will still say how hype you are. And see, don't go to UCLA, because clearly they will reject anyone. Go to Long Beach. Oh yeah, fun fact. I actually could have gotten interviewed in the story, but I guess because I was talking to one of the team members about, like, saying, like, because they realized they were just asking me privately, like, so how was it? And I was like, oh man, this is actually one of the greatest days of my life. Like, originally I was originally going. Like, I was going to tell him a story, like how, like, was it? My first ever Street Fighter game was Street Fighter 2, and I played it in the arcade with my sister, and then this whole I guess kind of a sob story or something, like encouraging story or something. And then the lady stopped me. I was like, hold up, hey, can we get this? And I heard them say this too. Hey, can we get this kid? Like, because this kid has the most interesting story as of right now. But I guess they said, oh no, we're here to film the content of like what we're doing right now. And yeah, it was funny though. I do not blame them. I understand. It's business. That part I thought it was funny. Maybe that's another story. Oh yeah. And also another fun fact, I actually told JWonggg that, like, he told me, like, oh, it's like, have you ever, like, it was like, oh yeah, it's like, oh, he's saying, how's it going? I was like, yeah, I'm kind of nervous, man. This is the second time I actually met a popular FGC player or something. And then he was like, oh, who was the first? And I did say, oh, it was Cloud 805. Again, another story we could talk about soon enough. But and yes, also he plays MVC3. Hopefully we could get him into joining us too. But yeah, maybe we will get him someday. Yeah, maybe I'll get to play fighters against him, or MVC3 if possible. But yeah, no, he was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So yeah, I guess. Okay, now I believe that's it. That should be the whole story now. And if there's some holes, I guess I'll just answer in the comments. And if the video does upload and if I find it somewhere, because I think it's a new channel they created. Hopefully, I'll upload it. Oh, no, sorry, not upload it. I'll just put it in the comment section pinned. And yeah, again, thank you, JWonggg, for actually coming to our school, and thank you, our FGC community to actually giving us this experience that we never expected. All right, so yeah, if you know what, if this video gets at least 5 likes, because I'm not expecting like hundreds of thousands or something. It's 5 likes, not subscribers, please. This channel is not going to be growing anytime soon until I feel like start posting or I start being alone or more. But yeah, anyways, yeah, 5 likes, and then I'll probably talk about, I guess, Cloud, because this story, even though short, it was the most awkward yet funniest story I've actually had. So yeah, later, guys, and hopefully we could get 5 likes to get a Cloud story. All right, later.